Hey warrior, let's face the truth. There's a war happening inside you every single day. Not with swords or guns, but with your emotions. A single comment can trigger rage. A small failure can shatter your peace. You feel hijacked, controlled, and drained. But imagine this. What if nothing could shake you? What if you became emotionally untouchable? Today, we'll uncover 9 Stoic habits that can transform you forever. Emotions are powerful. They can lift us to greatness or drag us into despair. Most people live as slaves to them, reacting instantly to anger, fear, or sadness. But the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, mastered the art of control. They believe true freedom lies in mastering yourself. This video is not just philosophy, it's training. We're about to dive into 9 Stoic habits that will help you stop overreacting, calm your inner storms, and stay strong no matter what chaos surrounds you. And here's my promise. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover a habit number 9, that has the power to make you completely untouchable. Miss it, and you'll keep falling back into old patterns. Stay, and you'll rise above them forever. So let's begin. Habit number 1, practice the pause. The Stoics taught, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power and freedom. When anger strikes, most people react instantly. Someone insults them, and words fly back like arrows. But the Stoic warrior does something different. He pauses. He breathes. He creates distance between the event and his reaction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That pause is the shield that protects your mind. Here's how you can practice it. Next time you feel triggered, take a deep breath and silently count to 3. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Only then respond, and if at all, this pause is not weakness. It is strength. You're not ignoring the attack, you're rising above it. Imagine your emotions like waves crashing on the shore. The ordinary person gets pulled into the water, struggling to stay afloat. The Stoic stands on solid ground, watching the waves without being drowned. Your practice for the next 24 hours, whenever irritation arises in traffic, at home, at work, pause for 3 breaths before reacting. Write in the comments, "I choose the pause." This affirmation locks the habit into your mind. Control begins not with action, but with stillness. Habit number 2. Journal your emotions. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most emotional chaos comes not from events, but from our interpretation. Journaling is the Stoic weapon against confusion. Every night, Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, not to publish, but to understand himself. He asked, "What did I do well? Where did I fail? What can I improve?" When you write your emotions, you take them out of the shadows and into the light. Anger written down often looks small. Fear, when described, loses its claws. Here's your exercise. Each evening, take 5 minutes. Write down 3 emotions you felt strongly that day. For each, ask, was it in my control? Was my reaction helpful or harmful? Example, today my colleague ignored me, I felt disrespected. But was my peace really dependent on their attention? No, I gave away my calm too easily. This reflection is training. Just like a soldier studies the battlefield after war, you study your mind after each day. Slowly patterns emerge. You'll see where you overreact, where you let ego rule, where you wasted peace. Write this affirmation in the comments. I learned from my emotions. Journaling transforms emotions from enemies into teachers. And once you see your emotions clearly, they lose the power to control you. Habit number 3, voluntary discomfort. Epictetus taught his students to practice discomfort deliberately. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Why? Because comfort makes us fragile. If the smallest inconvenience shakes you, how will you face true storms? The Stoics toughened their minds through voluntary hardship. They would fast, sleep on hard beds, walk barefoot in the cold, to remind themselves, I can endure. I am stronger than circumstance. You can practice the same. try a cold shower in the morning, skipping one meal intentionally, exercising without headphones, walking instead of driving. Each act whispers to your mind, I don't need luxury to be at peace. I can handle discomfort. The next time life throws difficulty at you, rejection, loss, failure, your mind won't panic. It will say, I've been here before. I can survive this too. Imagine two soldiers. One trains only in perfect weather with full armor and food. The other trains in rain, in hunger, in fatigue. Who will last longer in real battle? The answer is obvious. Write this affirmation in the comments. Discomfort makes me stronger. Voluntary discomfort is not suffering for suffering's sake. It is controlled training, a gym for the soul. And it builds a mind that no emotion can break. Habit number 4, control what you can. The core of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus said, some things are up to us and some are not. Most emotional suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. We rage at the weather, at traffic, at other people's opinions. But none of these are in our power. What is in our power? Our thoughts, our actions, our choices. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You can scream, honk and curse, but cars won't move faster. Or you can breathe, listen to an audiobook, and turn frustration into learning. Same situation, different response. Your exercise, list 5 things that anger or stress you. Divide them into within my control and outside my control. Commit to act only on what is yours. Release the rest. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. When you fully accept this, you become unshakable. Write this affirmation, I control myself, not the world. Every time you feel anger rising, ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Because wasting energy on the uncontrollable is like trying to stop the ocean with your hands. Impossible, exhausting, and pointless. Peace comes not from controlling life, but from controlling yourself. Habit number 5, negative visualization. The Stoics practiced a surprising exercise, imagining loss before it happens. Seneca called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Every morning they would visualize difficulties, losing wealth, health, or loved ones. Not to invite misery, but to prepare their hearts. Why? Because when you rehearse adversity, real adversity doesn't shock you. Instead of panic, you respond with calm acceptance. Try this. Before leaving home, imagine your plans being disrupted, the meeting cancelled, the bus delayed, your phone lost. Tell yourself, even if this happens, I will remain calm. Then, when small disruptions occur, you're ready. This practice doesn't make you cold. It makes you grateful. When you imagine losing what you have, you value it more deeply. Seneca wrote, he robs present ills of their power, who has already rehearsed their coming. Your affirmation, I am prepared for loss and grateful for what I have. Do this daily for 1 week. Notice how fear shrinks and gratitude grows. Negative visualization transforms fear into readiness and turns ordinary life into a gift. Habit number 6, speak less. Listen more. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we may listen twice as much as we speak. Emotions often explode through words. In anger, people shout, gossip, or argue, and regret later. But silence is power. Practice this. When you feel emotional, don't rush to speak. Count your breaths. Let silence stretch. Only respond after your emotions cool. Silence is not weakness. It unsettles those who expect reaction. It gives you clarity while others waste energy. Try a simple exercise. Spend 1 hour today in complete silence. No phone, no talking, no distractions. Notice how emotions rise and fall like clouds, and how peace returns when you don't chase them. Write this affirmation, my silence is my strength. A wise Stoic does not waste words. They save speech for truth, for kindness, for necessity, and in doing so they command respect. Habit number 7, memento mori, remember death. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. This isn't morbid, it's empowering. Death is the ultimate reminder to live fully and calmly. Think of the last time you were angry. In the face of death, was it worth it? Did that traffic jam, that rude comment really deserve your peace? Of course not. When you remember mortality, small irritations shrink. Petty emotions lose power. What matters is how you spend the short time you have. Your exercise. Each morning, remind yourself, this day may be my last. Use that thought to focus only on what truly matters. Let go of trivial conflicts. Write this affirmation. I remember death, so I value life. Memento mori is not about fearing the end, but about honoring the present. Live today as if it counts, because it does. Habit number 8, reframe every obstacle. Marcus Aurelius declared, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is the heart of Stoic resilience. Obstacles are not enemies, they are teachers. Every difficulty hides an opportunity. Lost a job, it's training in resilience. Faced rejection, it's practice in patience. Betrayed, it's a lesson in self-reliance. Your exercise, whenever you face a problem, write, this is good because, fill the blank with the hidden lesson or strength you gain. Example, my project failed. This is good because I now know what doesn't work, and I'll be wiser next time. Reframing transforms emotions. Instead of despair, you feel challenged. Instead of anger, you feel motivated. Write this affirmation. The obstacle is the way. This habit trains your mind to see opportunity where others see only disaster. And when obstacles no longer scare you, nothing can control you. Habit number 9, daily reflection and gratitude. Here it is, the final habit, the one that binds all others. Reflection and gratitude. At the end of each day, Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself not only about failures, but also about blessings. Gratitude is the antidote to emotional chaos. You cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. Here's your practice. Each night, write 3 things you are grateful for. Reflect on one lesson learned from the day. Forgive yourself for mistakes, and commit to try again tomorrow. Gratitude softens the heart, while reflection sharpens the mind. Together, they form an unbreakable shield. Write this affirmation. Gratitude is my strength. Reflection is my guide. This habit makes you untouchable, because no matter what happens during the day, wins, losses, insults, setbacks, you end the day in peace. So, warrior, these are 9 Stoic habits that can free you from the prison of reactivity. They are not just words, but tools, shields and armor for the battles of life. If you practice them daily, you'll notice the shift. Less reactivity, more calm. Less fear, more strength. You'll no longer be a slave to emotions. You'll be their master. Choose one habit today and practice it right now. Then share your affirmation in the comments. Because knowledge without action is wasted. If this message helped you, like the video, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Your emotions don't control you. You control them. And that is true freedom. Stay unshakable.